Hello everyone. This is kind of new for me, and I kind of had it thrown on me that I wanted to do this, and I did. So I wanted to share a game I love, and that I came back to because it's $5 in the Steam sale. I was like, yes, I want that. That's cool. And playing through it again, I kind of wanted to make this video just to throw the game hopefully more out there because it's a game that I think more people need to play just because it's not just a game, but the message behind it was it's just really good. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So kind of a brief overview of Celeste is that you're following the main character Madeline through her essentially inner demons kind of thing. As cringy as it is to say it in my mind, or struggles, that's a better word, struggles. And the fact that her struggles were so similar to mine at the time that I played it when I was a freshman in college it created a really big impact with this game and me. So without further ado, I kind of want to get into the basis of the game, which is as I said, Madeline. She's struggling with her life seemingly, and I think that at that time I was struggling a little bit with my life because I threw myself in college without really having a goal in mind of what I wanted to do. And her driving quest in the game is to climb the mountain, which is just symbolic of her overcoming her inner struggles of what she was going through. So we also have some side characters. There's Theo. Pardon me, but I think he's kind of a supportive kind of climber guy. He offers a lot of encouragement and perspective, which I enjoyed him. It's just I played this game a long time ago, my friends. And you have like Mr. Oshiro, I think, or like whoever runs the hotel. If I remember correctly, he kind of just reflects on like themes of regret or acceptance, and his level is especially impressive. I really liked his level. And the reason I'm using footage from just the first two missions essentially is because, or three, is it is my belief that you should go check out this game, especially for like $5. It's worth it, trust me. Because what makes it cool is that you start the game with, you can jump, boost, and climb. That's cool. And then it introduces like a traffic thing where it's got lights and you stand on it, and if you have precise jumping, it boosts you. Cool. And then you introduce like these green crystal things where if you hit them, you get another boost in midair, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. And then you get later in the game and it gets crazier and crazier. There's this golden wing where you hit it, and that's my favorite, kind of my favorite one. I think I liked the little, like the blue orb guys. You hit them and you bounce on them. It reminded me of just, I forget what, but the bumpers from Smash Brothers. It was cool. I like that one. So just the mechanics in the game, like the art especially. The pixel art is so well done. I love almost every single background. No, I love not almost all of them. I love all of them. I don't think there's a single pixel that wasn't put thought into. It was just really clean, and it's really fun to kind of go through that game and just take your time and look around and look at the art, man. It's so nice. And there's these themes of mental health, and that's something that I struggled with at that time, and I kind of relapse sometimes, and I still struggle with it. It's a constant effort. And that's what the game kind of is, with how many deaths you can get, because it's definitely not a game for those who die and get frustrated. But for me, like dying, it was the perseverance that I'm not going to give up, because I died 200 times this level, Like, I'm sure you'll see in this gameplay, I'm just dying and dying and dying. And just the perseverance of keep on keeping on, keep going. It's not over. It's just great. And like, it explores this idea of just mental health and the anxiety of it as well. Like, I'm a very anxious person. A lot of my people will say that. And especially in that first semester of college, I didn't know what I was doing, to be so honest. I walked in, my advisor was great. I still love him to death because he's been a constant just source of support. And especially in that first semester where I came from homeschool, man, I did not know a lot of the things that were regular or like standard in professional writing. So like that little top left thing, like where you put the your name, teacher's name, class name, and date it, I didn't know I had to do that. That's the level of which I just wasn't sure of what to do. So when I got my first grade and they're like, hey, you're supposed to put this there, my English teacher pulled me to the side and said, do you know what you're doing? And I was like, yeah, I think so. She's like, I love the way you write, but there's some issues that I'm seeing with your writing, like, and that was so different from homeschooling, where I am my own teacher essentially, and I do everything on my own time. So she pulled me to the side after one class period and was like, hey, so I'm gonna walk you through a few things. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is something I need to do. And I sat down with her and she told me about why it's important to put that top left thing. I use commas a lot, and she said, just put a period here. You finish the thought, put a period, and move on with the sentence. And like that, by mountain that semester was just that perseverance in all my, like, I was getting probably 70% on average for the first weeks. I want to say like probably up to week 6. I just figured out as I went, and despite my failures of papers, they would always give me the chance to redeem it and keep moving forward. And I was playing this game at the same time, and connecting themes just gave me a drive and a reason to push forward, which came through a game. A lot of things do in my life is I play a game and there's this theme and it changes my perspective. It really is a great game for that. So I think the metaphor for the mountain is just like it's confronting your personal fears or challenges that affect you. And then there's adversity from, I think it's like Battleline. I never kind of liked the name, but you know what? I didn't develop it, so I'll just roll with it. And she's constantly, it's like the inner voice that tells you, just give up. Because I wouldn't do that a lot. When I was writing papers, or still when I'm writing papers, there's that inner voice telling me to give up. And one of the things that really impacted me was I was comfortable with homeschooling because I could determine what I wanted to do and when. And it was that the issue is very much that it's the comfort. I may have been miserable, but I was comfortable. And I'd rather be comfortable than push myself to do bigger, greater things. And that's what I discovered in college is the joy from pushing for bigger things and that are bigger than yourself. And I brought that, and I got employed at fast food, and I went into retail because, fast food sucks. I'm sorry if you work fast food, but I had just a poor experience of bad management. Essentially, my second time when I transferred to another one because I had to move, I was doing the work of, I want to say, either manager or supervisor, and it was just tough, man, because I had so much extra stress going to work that I should not have been facing. And I was like, okay, I'm going to transfer. And I did. And I tried retail, and it was great. Retail's a lot better for setting for me personally, just because it was a good, quick pace in moments, and there's in betweens where I could just stand. I could do like miscellaneous tasks, and I could think and work through everything. So ultimately, it's kind of why I asked myself when I was writing this, why does Celeste matter to me? Why is this something that I've internalized? And it's just that personal impact it left on me during that just challenging semester. It was really hard pushing through that year. And then second year, I still had some challenges, but that first year and this experience with this game, talking about anxiety and depression, it just really helped pull me along and enjoy life more. Because I have the issue where I overthink a lot of things. A lot of small interactions to me can become detrimental to what I'm thinking at the time, and just what's happening in my life. I struggle. I really do. And there are some times where I just have to step away and go and climb a mountain. Much like Madeline, where you just kind of find something like, okay, here's a random hobby, I'm going to do it now. And that's how this channel started, actually, is I was like, you know what, it'd be cool. I'm going to make a YouTube channel. And I'm going to make it for me, and I'm going to enjoy it for me, and not, for views or subscribers, but just to put my thoughts out there, so I'm not stuck in my own head, and other people see my thoughts and react, stuff like that. The game, it really helped me cope in a sense. It provided me a place where the characters are talking about what I'm feeling in the moment and how they worked through it, and it was great. It's still great. And so I recommend the game. And the game itself, it's very accessible. So there's a mode in which you can just shut off being able to die, being able to, there's just you can turn on double boost and infinite boost, and you can do a lot of funny things. And, it doesn't judge you for it. It lets you get achievements still. It lets you enjoy the game still. So, it's like a challenge versus enjoyment. And it's so great. Because days in which I didn't feel like I had the precision or the ability to have the precision like normal, just turn on accessibility mode. I wouldn't abuse it. I wouldn't just use it to go through the whole game, because I think the challenge mattered. Ultimately, that's what the game was. It's just a challenge of getting over that mountain. So, it's just how you want to play. You play the game. And it's one of the things I love about it. And then there's just the musical atmosphere that comes around everything. It's just... There's the game album, and then there's a piano one. And I still listen to that one. It's still one of my favorite things, and still in my top 10 on Spotify. Lena Raine really I don't want to say outdid herself, because I think she always does great, and that's why kind of funny that she came over to Minecraft. It's like, oh dang, I know that artist. So it's just, she sets the mood so well for the game, and there's just this emotional resonance I felt with the music as I went through it. I'm not a musician by any means, so I can't talk about the rhythm and the pacing, but I feel like the overall album really does a great job. And one of the things this game offers is there's always somewhere in the game where it's just this reflection, this personal growth, this continuous improvement. Because you start running, you start walking and jumping and boosting, and you get more and more and more stuff that you can interact with and push with and one of the things, I know it's in the last 5 minutes of video, and probably no one's listening, but becoming your own best friend, having compassion for yourself, and what I've come to realize, especially in these last few years, is the only thing I really control in life is my reaction to what happens around me, and the reaction that I have that happens inside me. And, there are days in which I react negatively to myself, and I get in a cycle of self-hate or anger. That's a big thing I have with myself, like angry at myself. My alarm goes off, and I sleep through it, and I'm like, man, you suck. And it's like, where is that thought? Like, controlling that thought and saying, yeah, I made a mistake, but I'll fix it next time. And the next time comes around, and I fail again, it's just... failure is the choice to keep going and pushing. And just to recap, I guess, Celeste really helped me with my mental health awareness. It pushed me for personal growth. A lot of it, especially in life, even now I'm playing through it again. And now on Steam, of course, but it's a game experience I think all people either had in another game or have in somewhere. It's worth it. It's worth playing a game to have that. I played Call of Duty relentlessly, and I discovered this game isn't uplifting me or contributing anything to me, and I cut the game from my life. Because I just don't enjoy it, or at least I didn't cut it completely. I'm not that crazy. I still play with my siblings, but just playing games where I'm not feeling like I'm putting time into a empty void. I'm using my time to provoke thought and give my thought meaning and a shape. My speech teacher told me not to say a lot, but here I am trying to recollect my thoughts because my outline that I wrote for this isn't so great, but it's working. Just kind of as my outro to this video is, I would say play Celeste if you're struggling with mental health or with anxiety or depression. I think all people have challenges in their life and their own mountains that they're climbing, and it's always best to give people space for that grace, because you don't know what the other person's going through, and you don't know what I'm going through in my head. So I recommend this game because it opened me up to be more extroverted too. It gave me the platform to think through my problems, and along with my teachers and faculty, that they saw me as not this person's kid or a party. They saw me as me, because I went out and I said, here, let's talk about this. I didn't just kind of exist around my people. I chose to engage with them and talk with them and make conversation. And a lot of that is to thank for this pixel game. So yeah, I'd recommend playing it. And then, I said it early in the video, but the reason I'm only doing the first 3 missions because I don't want to spoil anything for the later game. With that, please subscribe, and yeah, God bless you all, and have a good July 4th.